Okay, so today I'm trying to look at the International Women's Day case. So I have prepared, I guess, everything, I hope. At least I've named the levels and I already, well, I hit them so that I can then just use the result here to answer the questions. I converted things to tables on this I just named. I'm not sure if I will solve that in Power Query because, well, but I think levels 1 to 6 at least I want to try and maybe level 7, but I'm not sure yet. So yeah, so that I can see the question without swapping around. So using the famous women tab, well, okay. So let's start with level 1. Famous women and what am I supposed to, oh, okay, for what they are known for. Good, so we can just go and table transform columns. I need two lists, column 1 and each, let's just try to do it in one shot. It's probably name equals something like that. Um, yes, looks good. And then from this we need known for, but I'm not, oh, it's nice, it works. Okay, so here I think it should be type text. Type text. Green shows me that it's correct, but apparently it's not because. Okay, so transform default transformation. Ah, okay. I have to probably. No, where do I have to enter it? No. Interesting. I don't know where to enter it. Oh, because it's transforming, it might just keep. So no, it doesn't keep it. That's interesting. I don't know. That's a good start already. Let's just check. I don't have the text. Type text. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's just say it does not matter. And let's see if it's right. Looks good. Second one. So we are supposed to, for a 6-digit frequency code, find the digits at the given position. Okay. So I'm not sure if I can just index on text. I guess I can't. So what I would probably do is I would just say table at column solution each, and now we can say each text middle. I think it starts at I think it starts at 0. So let's try that. Text middle column 1 0. 1 of course. So whoops, no, I deleted one of the brackets. Oh, that is not working. Ah, okay. Number from. It's a number, right? So I can do text from. Okay. That looks okay. 3 is always the start, so it's actually 0 based, so I can say column 2 minus 1. And I think the answer probably is supposed to be a number, so let's just say number from, comma solution, and table select columns. Huh. Okay, I didn't change the type again, but I hope it's fine. Yeah, okay. Stellar. Okay, so we have the weight, and we are supposed to. Okay, so pretty much the number behind the slash minus this number. Okay, let's see. I have target here. Target, I probably just want to drill down. Now it's a number, might want to, it's already It's in thousands now. Interesting. I didn't know that it shows me. Yeah, of course. Well, technically I probably knew, but I didn't think about it. I have comma here, which is my thousand separator. No, which is my decimal separator. So times 1000 makes it to 31,000. But in M, I have to do a dot, so that was just what was confusing me. But I think it's fine. So we have target, and now I can probably just go here and say table transform columns. Column 1 each. So I said text after or something. Text after the limiter, yeah. And probably like that. Then number from. I should do something more like this. Minus target, I guess. And that's it. I don't need to make the type, I hope. Looks good. Perfect. Now, okay. Oof. So we're supposed to pretty much reverse it or replace it. Like A gets T, T to A, C to G, and G to C. I have like an idea. I have two ideas. So let's try two ideas. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't need that part, which, okay, so let's just do it like that. First solution, let's just duplicate. So first solution I wanna do is, no, I don't need it like that. Let's just do table transform columns. Table transform columns as lists. Oh, promoted is not a good sign. Yes, then I don't need that. Now he of course doesn't find that anymore. Column 1. And here we go with, yeah, I think that's good. Here it's just like that. Good. So my column 1 now. Let's just try if we fixed everything. Whoops, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, column 1, of course, yeah. Nice. Okay, so now I would say, um, yeah, how do you do it? Text split? No, it needs a separator text. Text to list split sounds good. Let's see. Text to list. I have a list. GATT, nice. Now I want to transform this list, so transform, list transform, other way around. List transform, okay. Transform function. Now I can't use each again, so let's just say now I have target, and I don't know how the names are called. No, not target, base. Okay, I have base and base pair. Base and base pair. Good, now I have base. Is the name of the table. My column was also called base, and I want it to be X for now. Ugh. Okay, so let's see if that works. No, of course not. Because, oh, what did I do wrong? So I have list transform, I don't close it. Apparently I do. No, there we go. Nice. Now each is a record, but I only need the second entry. So base pair. Yeah. Sometimes confirming works, sometimes it doesn't. And now I need to combine it. So is concat a thing? Conc text combine. Okay. I don't need a separator. So we should be good like that. So let's see if that actually works for now. So yes, looks good. And I have another idea. So I think there's a function called um, replace something. Text replace. No. How's it called? Replace. Huh. I thought there's something to replace many things. Replace a list, replace matching items. Maybe is it? Huh. But I'm not sure if that works because if I'm like when I have a text here and T is replaced to A and afterwards I replace A to T, then I would have this T gets an A, afterwards it's again a T because T A T, and this would like also become a T. So at the end I wouldn't have A's anymore because every T becomes an A and afterwards every A becomes a T. So I'm not sure if that works. Replacement is lists. So here you can see it's list, old new. I thought there's a different option, but we can try it. So I need, again it's promoted. So going, this is column 1. And here we go. Okay, replacement is list, so that would be list.zip, I think. I think I can list the base lists as lists. Base, base, and base, base, pair, I think it was. Let's see. Okay, so list zip is closed, but I'm not close. Oh, okay. Yeah, each. No. List replacement. Oh, okay, this is not a list. Um, okay. Apparently not. Okay, so now I have it. Huh? Okay, I'm getting confused. So let's just try this. Yeah, it's a list. Okay, that looks proper. So each. Ah, no, it's stupid. I don't need each, so I was confusing myself. Um, but what do I need? This is a list, and now what am I doing? No, this isn't. Okay, I don't know how the function works apparently. Okay, so I'm replacing text, so it was completely wrong. Let's check how that works. I'm pretty sure there's another replace function which could help me, but I don't know. Table partition keys. I thought there was a function with two arguments, like you have a replace, you have your text, and then you have like ABC and let's say ABC. And in this case, the first letter here gets replaced by the second one, by the first one here, second, third. So A becomes large A and so on. I thought that is a function, but I have no idea. So let me, I guess I'm just Googling quickly. Um, Give me a second. So let's see. Okay, so maybe I'm misremembering something, like I get it here back as list accumulate or a nested replace, but that brings in the problem which I meant earlier, that if I replace all t's with a and afterwards all a's with t's, I have no a's anymore. Okay, then sorry for that, let's forget it. But yeah, 4 was good, so we don't need that anymore. 4 is decent, level 5. Okay, so okay, so we have to calculate. Okay, let's see. Compound data. So I think what I want to do is I want to concatenate it so that I can just filter for that value. So let's just do it like this way. So I know it's first a compound and it's a comma and. So since those is a number I want text from, otherwise I probably can't concatenate. And now I want light wave. Type text doesn't matter, but we can just do type text. I hope. Yes, okay, so that is my key or something. Now in level 5 I can say table transform. No, let's just transform columns. This. Ooh, I deleted something. Okay. Column 1. Each compound data. Each key equals this. Let's see. What did I do wrong? Oh, yes, of course. Okay, so this is a lookup, so I can't do a lookup. Well, if you have 5 matches and you do an XLOOKUP, you always only get the first result. So that can be intended, but it can also be not intended. So Power Query gives you an error, so I can't do it like that. I have to actually filter. So let's just say table select rows, compound data, each shouldn't work because context. Each X key. Let's see. Now I have this too much. I have this too much. No, I don't. I have to close table select. So, okay. Now we are good. So what are we supposed to do? Average effectiveness and average side effect. Okay. So I only need... Good, let's try it in the advanced editor. So I want let rel is that. Why do I get an error? Ah, oh. Okay, so that was close. This is part of the table transform column. So in my first step, I want to do this in rel. Oh my god, rel. So that should work. And now I can say, let's say f for effectiveness equals, it's rel dot effectiveness. I can see that down here. Effectiveness, and then it's average. So lists average. List dot average, I guess. Now we do side equals the same. List dot average, but this is rel side effect. And here I need to multiply by 0.6 because that's what is asked. And now, okay, nearest whole integer, and I'm subtracting. So let's say result or something. Result equals f minus side. And then I want number round. Okay, I don't think I need another argument. Like, I know there is the amount of digits, but here is the rounding mode. I have no idea. yet what it means. Well, some are self-explanatory, but I heard that the rounding is a bit different in Power Query from normal Excel. Let's see. Okay, looks good. Nice. So okay, level 6 is hard. Recommend sequence. So we start with a number. We're doing 7 steps, and either we. Okay, so oh damn, I need to. Hmm. I have to somehow reference all the steps. So like in reduce, if I do something like that in reduce, it's quite easy for me. I think like my Excel is in German, but if I reduce, I can just start with something, sequence, lambda, and now like trick can be like I can just stack, right? And because of that, I can reference I. So my I is always all of the accumulated, so I can filter them for things which were not inside yet, like in Power Query. How do I do that? Like I know I can do list accumulate and record or list, and I can always concat that, but it is again quite complicated. So let's try, but I think after seeing this, I don't. I'm not trying level 7. Um, Good. So let's see. We can just go to the advanced editor. So we do sol equals table.add column. This table solution each y each combiner. Okay, each underscore. Let's just do it. And I want solve. Okay. Oh, yeah, each underscore. Okay, good. Now I get a record and I want to have a list. And I only want the last value, so I can use list.accumulate, I think. Okay, so let's start. Each list accumulate. Let's try it. My my list is just. I think I can. I'm not sure if I can do that. Let me check something. So there's this list operator. I think it's called list operator. So if that doesn't work, but if I do it like that, why does it not work? Is it? Huh? Ah, because I have to make it as a list. Ah, okay. I was so confused. So I think now it works, right? Yes. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. So this is, I would call a list operator. I don't know. So from 1 to 5, but does it also work with column 2? Yes, it works. And I used list generate for that. Okay. So this is of course easier. Um, I can just, yeah, have a start and an end. So list dot accumulate. This is my list. My seed as any. So I would just say that is column 1. Is it? I need, yeah, I need probably more. I need column 1 and I need the last value. Do I want to do it like that? No, I want to do it like that. Let's see. That should be okay. So I also turn that into a list. Like the target now is like I was thinking if I want to make a list and normal value. No, I don't. I just want to have my list, which is the numbers I have to go through for this sequence. Then I want to make a list with all the values I've already, well, visited. So let's say if I start with this, it's 21, and now I can minus 1, which should be 20, I guess. Yes, it should be 20 then. And then I have a list with 21 and 20, and I can take the last value to again do my check. So let's see. Accumulator. So I have X and I have Y. And let's just say X for now. And let's close the bracket, and I want to check how that looks. Yeah, of course. So you're giving a start value, which is your value before any movement. Each step you try moving backwards by that number's value. If the result is greater than 0 and not a number we've already visited, we keep it. Otherwise, okay. So that sounds quite doable. So how do we do that in Power Query? Let's just, I think, huh? Okay, something like that. So I know that I can concatenate stuff. So if I do something like X and Y, I should get a list. Yes, so that works with the concatenation, but I don't want to do it like that. What I want to do is let's first do it without going to the minus part. So if list.last X minus Y is less than, oh, yeah, let's do it without having visited them first. That's easier. If is if list.last X minus Y is less than 0, then list.last plus Y, else list.last minus Y. And I want to concatenate that with my X. So I don't like that I'm not, using here a variable. So let's just say cal equals that. And now we can say I want X and, oh, that's stupid. So let's just say val equals list last, list last, list last, list last. So now a comma here, and now I want to return cal, but okay, so I can do it like that, cal, and now I have my record, and I can say I want X and Z as a list, I guess. That should technically, hopefully, work if my understanding is correct. Yes, so I'm subtracting, and let's just test. A lot of them should be probably fine already. Yeah. I'm adding the column, but I did not remove the rest, so of course I still get a spill. And that is a list. List at last. I need to take the last value. So I need the accumulated part because if I don't accumulate, I can't compare with the previous ones. So I have not done that yet, but we will do it. So technically for now I would not need to concatenate because I'm just subtracting again and again. But we are trying to solve it completely. So let's see how many we would get right with just doing a minus. Okay, maybe half of them. Looks like half of them, not nearly, but not completely, but okay, so some. Now we have to check our condition needs to, our condition needs to be a little bit more complicated. So our last value is this, and now it's not just that, it's also if any of my values is in that list. So list dot, I can list select, but can I just test? How do I test if a value is inside a list? How do I test? Like, let's just say, check equals z, check. So like that, and I can now do or unnecessary, of course. But or yeah, list. What can we do? List contains. Yeah, list contains sounds great. Or list contains, and now we have val x and val. I guess. Let's see. Completely wrong. Oh, not. Is not I or not. Does that work? Looks like the same ones are right as before. So what am I missing? Okay. So list contains gives me a return. Of course, it's always true. So it's the same as before because I'm taking the last value and I'm comparing it with the list. So of course, it always is inside because it's the last value of the list. So list, is there a drop function? List, select lists. Can I skip the -1? I don't know. Can I skip -1? So let's check. List.skip. Okay. How do you skip from behind? List last. Remove last and okay, that is what we wanted. So I can remove the last list. Uh, list remove last and x, and this is what? No. I'm so confused. Good, this is quite sad. What am I doing? Okay. So if do I have to set brackets? I have no idea. List contains, I have my list and I remove the last one. And I compare it with val. And if it is contained, so if it is contained, I think. What am I missing? The last value. Oh, it's not last. I don't compare it with last. I don't compare it with last. I compare it with val minus y, right? No. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's start again. So I have my value. I start with a list, which is just my starting value. I take the last value and I do if the value minus y is less than 0, then I should add. That's true. Or if it is already contained. But not the last value, but the value -1. That looks... I don't need to remove last n. It's just x. So I adjusted it in the wrong direction, I think. But it's the same. So what am I missing? If check, so if it's less than 0, I add it, yes. And if it's contained, I also add it. Why is it wrong? Oh, what is wrong? Hmm. I'm not sure. Can we... check 2 maybe. I need to have a look at check 2. Oh, because I can't do it inside there. That makes no sense, true. Because I'm inside of the list accumulate, I can't just change the output. It's the same with in a reduce, you can't just do that. So what is the problem? Like, I know the first check is fine. List contains. Let's just try how that looks. List contains. Let's say list contains 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. True. And 6 is nothing. And if I do or 5 equals 5, true. Or 5 is larger 5, false. So this seems to work as I think it should work. I have the first condition. If it's less than 0, it's true. I have contains, so X, which is the old list, yes. And I compare everything I have. So in the first step, I only have this value. I compare that with the last value, which, yeah, with minus Y. Now I can do or check 2. So that's what I was having, I think, but it was wrong. Now it changed some answers, but 12 is wrong. 161 is wrong. Interesting. Maybe I can't imagine. Am I having rounding issues? Probably not, right? I don't know. What is it a rounding issue? I can't imagine. Round. Let's see. No. So I don't know, to be honest. Like list contains, it's a list. It's one value. And I take minus that. So if I don't understand it. So let's check again the task. Very interesting. This is more difficult than I expected. That is just a test, so I don't need that. So I have 5 minus 1 is 4 minus 2, yes, minus 3 would be negative. So I add them 5, which is repeated, but it doesn't matter. Now I do minus 4, which is 1, is fine. Negative 6, and 6 minus 6 is 0. So it's not larger 6, so it's plus. Did I larger 0? What did I do? Less or equal. Please tell me that's not it. Oh god. Okay, that was anticlimactic. So instead of taking smaller or equal, I did smaller and that. Yeah, okay, so this is not as difficult then. So list contains is nice to know to compare lists. So since it says any here, so value as any, I can also compare lists with lists. So that looks like an X-match function, which is quite nice. But yeah, that took longer than I wanted it, so I don't look at level 7, even though I think well, technically I don't promote headers here, right? And then I just have to unpivot it more or less, right? With those two, and then I can split it. So if I combine those two, and then I unpivot, I can combine those two. I have Austria Hofburg and Austria Hofburg, and I can then say the distance with unpivoting. So that should be fine, but I don't think I will do that now. So thanks for watching.